All right, welcome back to Canva Creatives Hub. Today we're going to be looking at just a quick guide on how to earn from Canva coloring pages, and we'll be looking at a specific niche. Today I'm going to actually reveal my Etsy account that I actually haven't published any content to in years, and it still makes money. So let's go jump in real quick. And this is actually, I just at this point, just want to show you that this stuff works. I've made almost $6,000 on this account over here selling coloring pages and journals and stuff. The primary way that I created all of these items is basically with Canva. And so that's the power of Canva right over here. You'll be able to see, I'll come down over here. You'll see coloring page right over here. So literally the third, and then we even have like coloring pages and stuff in here. So technically my top ranked item that made over $1,000 also had coloring pages and so forth. Then we had some mental health journals and so forth like that. But really when we look at it, this therapy coloring page made me almost $300. And I'm going to go and we're going to go and look at that. So we look at it specifically right over here, and you can see the revenue of almost $300 right over here. And then we go and look at the listing, and you can see right here with the listing that this is just a series of 25 printable coloring pages. I'm going to show you how you can quickly and easily go and create a bundle like this. You could spend even more time making them higher quality and only sell 10 of them if you wanted to. I recommend in a bundle probably selling no less than 10. In this case, I did 25, and you can see I'm only selling it for $3, but you can definitely change the price. It's not always about the low price. You might want to change this and give the perceived value higher, and perhaps you could sell this for $5 or $10. I believe that you would still make sales, but you can see that people literally bought this specific product and gave it 5 stars and so forth. So pretty cool stuff. Now let's go see how we could go and mimic this. So first of all, we're going to need to go and create a background like this, and we're going to use just Canva. We're not going to use any AI today. We're going to go and just say create design. We're going to go in here and 8.5 by 11. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to just zoom in just a little bit, try to maximize the page a little bit. Perfect. And then we're going to go over here to elements, and then I'm going to say flower, something like that. So I'm going to go with flower. We're going to go with graphics right over here. And then I'm going to start looking at only black and white right over here. So we can start looking at patterns like this right here. We pop this on the screen, and then we go and we start placing these throughout, right? So I'm going to go copy, I'm going to paste, and maybe we put this right over here. Maybe we make it a little bit bigger right there. We paste another one, and maybe we just show just a little bit like that. There's different things you can do, right? We'll take this, we'll copy it one more time, we'll paste it, and then I'll make a smaller one. So maybe we want to put a little smaller one right over here like that. So what we're going to do is just continue finding these different ones in here. It's super, super easy to just come in here and start adding these. I'm going to copy that and paste it over here. Maybe we want another one or maybe we want to put it right over here like that. And you can see, you get how we're going about doing this. Now, sometimes when you're coming over here and crossing over, right, I might try the backward position right there, but because they're both PNG, it doesn't really work like that. You would need to find another flower inside of here that's not see-through or PNG based, right? So I'm just going to say flower over here. I'm going to go back to get graphics, and we might be able to do something with this one right over here. Put a black outline right over here. And then if I go with the filter, can we change the border weight on this? No, we cannot. But that's okay, because then what I'm going to come over here and do is just make this right over here. Possibly, we're probably just going to make that black, and then this pink right over here will make that white. So then now we have these other flowers right over here. But look, now we can actually put these flowers. So you're just going to find some different ones that you can actually, that are not PNG, right? Because like I said, you can't put these ones on top of each other because the lines are like see-through, but you can go and grab these as long as you can find some that are not not transparent backgrounds. So we just come through here, you'd find some more, maybe like this one right here. This one has a perfect one because we're just going to go and make that black right there. And then we can go and make this white. And really, we'll just make it real simple. We'll come back over here and we'll make that white as well. And then we'll make that white as well. So then now you have just putting in that little extra effort. And now you can go and put this on top like so, like that. And then you can go and just keep grabbing some flowers right over here. That one won't work really well. You want it to be easily able to color. Like I said, It does work really well when we come over here and just look at black and white. So you can start coming and looking at these different ones right over here, like maybe this one right here. And we'll go ahead and grab that one as well and sit that one in. And we'll put that one in right over here like that. And you can see I'm just like shopping, right? I'm just looking at what's available and bringing that in. I might make this bigger right there and then move that up and maybe twist this a little bit, like, and then move it up like that. Looks cool. And then like right over here, because you're able to find so many of them, see, I'll just make that smaller and just make it fit right there like that. We'll move it in right there like that. So that's like the easiest way. So you don't have to go and find all these non-transparent backgrounds, if you will. And those ones don't work. We'll just keep cruising through here and find some more. And then I'll show you some other things that we can do as well. I might just grab this one and make it even bigger like that. And then come down and then look at the different sizes. So like right over here, I think I like this other side over here. Maybe we'll go something like that and then bring it down like that. And then right here, I'll just fine tune it with the arrows. And then I'll make it just a little bit bigger right here. And then what we'll do, you can see I'm just making it just enough big. So cool. And then what we'll do is we'll just grab a couple more of these guys and just fill them in a little bit like that. Grab a couple more and we'll just fill this in. And we'll come back up here to the top, maybe make some little tiny ones like that right there. Paste that one right there and drag and drop some more, just a couple more. So you spend just a little bit of time and you have this really nice little background right here that people can go and color. It'll be fun. And then even like right over here, maybe we'll grab one more and throw it in right here just to fill it in and make it a little bit better right there like that. Okay. So the next what we'll do is we'll go over here, we'll go to Google. You can go to ChatGPT, no problem. And then just say positive thinking quotes right over here. We'll go grab some. You can do what you basically do this at your own risk. I would recommend just going to ChatGPT and grabbing quotes. Definitely don't go from quotes of famous people. We can go like this and actually say, I'm going to go anonymous right here. So quotes anonymous. So we can go and look at these 500 anonymous quotes right here. The job's done for you, right? That way you're not going to get copyright. You're not going to get any of these taken down off of Etsy or TPT. When you feel like quitting, think about why you started. So there we go. So we're going to go over here. When you feel like quitting, so I'm going to go back over here. I'm going to go get some text. I'm just going to say it like that. When you, and each one of these is going to, you're going to want to only do a couple words at a time. We're going to say, feel like right there. And I'm going to say, paste again, quitting. Okay. So when you feel like quitting, think about why you started. So we'll come back over here. I'm going to put why, and then we'll put you started right over here. I'm doing this in no particular order or way. Notice I didn't choose any fonts or anything like that. Now we're going to start going in here and shaping this, right? So we're going to probably choose 2 fonts. I definitely don't recommend going with the default font here. I'm going to go with maybe like a League Spartan. And what we're going to do is you're going to always want to, and what I should have done was put all these settings on the first one before I did all that, but it's okay. It doesn't matter too much. So we're going to go like that. We're going to go into effects. We're going to put an outline on this. We're going to make the outline a black color. And then we're going to obviously change the text to white right there. So that now we have this nice font that is able to be colored now. And then now we can just move this around. And then what we do is when you feel like we're going to move these around, I grab these as well and just move them down, and we'll just keep applying the same type of method. So I'll come back over here when you feel like, so we'll move that as much as we can. And let's go find a more like handwritten type font. So we're going to highlight, we're going to go over here. We might go to handwriting over here and see if we can find one that's maybe the finger paint one. That might work. I like this one. Let's go with Water Lily. That's cool. And then we'll go with effects. We'll go with outline. We'll put the black on there as well. And then we'll go to the color and make that white and see how that looks. That looks super, super cool and creative. And then we'll just make this bigger like some. So when you feel like, okay, so I'm going to just go grab this, copy, paste, and I'm going to say quitting. And I'm just going to get rid of this one right here. The quitting part right there, I'm going to actually make it a little smaller because we do need to save some room. So when you fill, and then we probably want to move this up, and you can make all these adjustments later, right? So when you feel like quitting, and then I'm going to say right here, think about why you started. Okay, why you started. Think about, so we're going to go with this, copy paste, and I'm going to say think about. And you can do different things like this, right? We can go and mess with the spacing on this one. We can make it letter spacing a little closer, like that. And then we can make this a little bit smaller, like this. If you need to adjust these flowers around, you can as well. There's just a lot of customization. Like you're actually like, you can tell, like I've already told you, I'm not an artist, but I'm creating a page that someone could go and color in. Teenagers can color these in class, all kinds of different stuff, right? So this is just a concept. I'm sure you can do a lot better than what I'm doing right here, but it's pretty cool, right? So we can come over here and I'm going to say, think about, we're going to delete that. And then I'm going to go ahead and say, I'm going to copy this one right here, copy paste. I'm going to just say Y. I'm going to get rid of the Y right there. And then you got started right here. I'm going to delete that as well. And I'm going to copy this, or we're just going to put that in right here. Y you got. So we're going to put Y you got right there. And then I'm going to, we're going to stick with that same font right there, started. Now we need to adjust this. We might need to move this flower up, make it a little smaller. Let me show you how we make some adjustments over here. Move this in right here. And then we'll move all this up a little bit, right? We'll move this up quite a bit. And then we'll move this up right there. Maybe even that eye can, I'll click off and make sure it's not actually touching. It looks pretty good. And then I'll maybe even use the arrow key to come up here like that. And maybe we'll come and make this a little bit smaller. And then we'll come up a little bit more. And then we'll come up like that and make it a little bit smaller. Use the arrow key like that. And then maybe started can be a little bit bigger now, right? We'll move that up like that. And then maybe on this one, we can go up to the line spacing and make it spread out a little bit like that. And then I'll off click that. I'll click on it again. I'll use the arrow key to move it over, and we'll move it down a little bit. And so it looks pretty good. So then what we would do is we'd probably move this flower over a little bit, and then we would highlight it, maybe make it a little bit bigger like that, and move it over just a little bit. And then you can see what we've just created. Now you could come in here and grab some more of these little flowers over here and go and spread the cheer out a little bit, like grabbing this and making it smaller and putting in some extra flowers throughout. Since that's a small one, I'll copy that, paste it, and we'll come through over here like that, and we'll just fill in some of this with a couple more flowers throughout. And that way it just doesn't look blank in any spots and so forth. Like right there, we might make that a little bigger as well. And there you go. So there's a page right there, right? And then what you can do too is we can go and just add a page. And one other thing that you can do is we can go over to elements and go back to flower and graphics and black and white. We can get a little bit more fancier if you want to get a little more technical, a little bit more catered towards teenagers and adults and so forth. We could come in here and start grabbing some different flowers, like these types of flowers in here. You could grab these right here, and you could really blow these up like that, and then just move these on the page, and you might even move this like that, and then move that like that. So you can start grabbing some of these. Grab this one right over here, and you can actually bring it all the way down like that, and then just move it over like that. So you can see how this one's going to be, it's going to be easier. It's going to actually be easier than the other one because we're really just moving these big images in here with flowers on them. And then you could just grab that one. That one doesn't work. Sometimes you're looking for specific ones that have the good black and white balance, where you have really good, strong black outlines with the white in the inside. Like that one's really good right there. So we can go and grab that one and put that one in right there. Paste that one, and maybe right here, try to make that bigger. And maybe right here, since this part right here is in the way, I might maybe move this down or just do a crop. And maybe I just want to crop that out. Or better yet, we go into edit image. So I went ahead and just deleted that right there, and then we'll bring this one over. And then now you can see that this gets a little bit more interesting. We can make this one a lot bigger like that, and even make it even bigger right there. I think that's really cool. And then maybe we would just grab another one right here, copy and paste, and then just bring that one in over here. So there's no blank or empty part. And then maybe a couple more over here. Go into elements and grab one more flower somewhere. Even just grab one right here like that. Maybe put that in right over here. Copy, paste. And then maybe move this a little bit like so. And something like that, right? So then now you have this space right over here that we would go and add some more text. So for now, I'm going to go like that. And just to show you, I'm going to fill this in. You can change the fonts. You can do whatever kind of font you want, but I'm just going to throw these in right here so you can have a kind of a look at what it could look like. And then when you have these multiple lines right here, you just come up here, a trick. You just come over here to the spacing and you make the line spacing a little tighter like that. And then maybe right here, we go with that and make this a little tighter as well. Move that up like that. And then you've got your next one, right? So now you're creating these all in these really nice quote coloring pages that you can do all kinds of different things with. You're creating these and you're mimicking what I did over here. This is exactly, you can literally look at these. They were all created in Canva. You can see I repeated different elements right over here, like right over here. That's the same one as that and that. So I put the same element in there multiple times. You can see that all this is just creating these unique designs. And what makes this such a cool strategy is that you're creating 100% unique coloring pages right over here. You're not using AI to do it. You're actually just using Canva and your own creativity to draw on the page and make these really cool. That's it. Hopefully that you got some value from this video. If you did, hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe because I am just going to continue teaching you how I've made money on Etsy with coloring pages. Right over here, over $6,000 on Etsy. And then I've made a bunch on Teachers Pay Teachers as well. So you want to make sure that you just keep watching this content. If you want to create and grow these channels, and you can use the power of Canva and you can use the power of AI to go and create these really unique coloring page designs and go and upload them on platforms and start making money. This is a great side hustle to get into. So I'll see you in the next video.